We not mad. All right, niggas.
I'm mad.
We are on our way back from open mic at the Russell. This is the second time me and brother Jeff went. This is brother Aaron. He's also in passenger seat right there. This is his first time. He actually got a solid show. I can't front. Like it was not as bad as the first time we went.
Only because
it wasn't as many people.
But see, I don't know whether to be happier or more disappointed. Because sometimes it's that American Idol flow that you're looking for. Sometimes you're really looking for that next Johnny Chang, the she bang, she bangs. Sometimes
his name is William Hung. His name is William Hung.
His name is William Hung.
His name is Johnny Chang.
It's not, and you're racist.
That's very racist.
But you're still right.
Okay, but
even your racism, you're still
since it was his first time, we gonna let brother Aaron lead off the recap because he doesn't have anything to compare it to. So brother Aaron, tell the people what you saw.
All right. Well, first of all, what I saw was the ultimate in choseology. It's a new word I just coined today.
Okay.
TM, choseology. First of all, I would like to extend a super shout out to the nigga Young Till. First of all, I've read many of his poems and already liked them, but watching them perform and broken down to it's one thing to actually hear the voice of the poet,
right?
You know, and I was really touched, especially by that first one. That first one that he had, I definitely agree with Young Jeff Esquire that was most certainly his best and the best poem of the night.
Okay.
Now on to the highlight performance of the night, if not just because of the detriments done or that should have been done to his vocal capabilities.
Right.
Jeff Esquire had about
Lies.
4, 5, 6 Long Island iced teas. 4, 5, 6 Long Island iced teas.
Lies.
He had more Long Island iced
lies?
teas. Shut up. He had more Long Island iced teas than Mark Sanchez had interceptions.
That's
tonight.
unfortunate.
And still was able to go up and kill a John Legend song.
He did kill that
Killed
shit.
a John Legend song.
Killed that shit.
And then got chose. And then was chose.
Can I say
What
something
shows?
in my defense? First of all, yes, I did maybe have too much to drink. 2, no, I did not get chose.
Slickety rickety, bro.
3, I did do a John Legend song, which was alright. It was alright. I was drunk, so I couldn't finish it.
That's
why I finished it. No.
Hold on. That's how you know the nigga got vocal talent.
Right.
Because that was okay.
Yeah. If that was okay, I would like to see damn good.
You know what's damn good?
Was it better? Was it better the time you did it Spit That?
No.
I agree with that.
No.
Actually, I do agree with
Because
that.
I finished the song.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
You know what's better than my performance tonight? My man.
Nah.
My man Quinn.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
Yep.
For the people.
Quinn.
I'm talking about the people.
Quinn is here.
Quinn is this
Quinn
brother.
is live.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Quinn is this brother
That nigga.
who Quinn is this brother. I got to go twice because it wasn't that many people there, and everybody liked my first poem that they talking about, the breakup poem. So brother Quinn went before me, and he did some poems. You know, it wasn't that good because I don't even know what poems about. And I was sitting in the front.
It was good. You just mad.
No, that shit was not that good. Anyway, so he
That's
did.
one of the better poems I've ever heard at the Russell though.
That's not saying a lot. But he did a poem, you know, in typical spoken word fashion.
Yeah, the depth poetry where you mix between rap and free verse.
Right.
Go ahead. Go on.
Was it about the society, the problems of the world today? Was that it? Was that the first one or the second one?
That would mean the first one.
Okay.
That was number 1.
Okay, so he did those type, the social commentary type of poem.
Right.
That one. It was okay. So I figured that was like all of his talent, right? Then I went.
And you would be right. But continue.
Okay, so after the intermission, Brother Quinn says he's going to do another poem about problems in the world today, which is one of those. No, he did a poem about how he can't keep a woman for shit, which was
Unshows.
Which was
Story
cool,
of my life.
which was cool. Like it was one of those poems where like you feel him,
So
but
unshows.
the poem itself
So
was not that good. So
unshows.
you don't know what to do. Like you be like, oh, that was okay. I understand you, but the written execution part of it sucked. So then he decided he gonna hit us with an original song.
After the poem.
Poem was short, so you know whatever. And it went to a lot of people. But this original song, people. First of all, he sang in falsetto, and then the background
American Dreamer
had falsetto ad-libs. The screamy falsetto ad-libs too.
But talk about how he was privy to letting the audience know that it was him on the background vocals as well. He brought his own disc. He was prepared, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
This was not an impromptu treat for the crowd.
No,
it was a planned and plotted assault.
Yeah.
He was
On the Dreams
he was
vocal
literally screaming.
Yeah.
Like there's a difference between, you know, singing loudly and screaming like, you know.
He was screaming.
He was screaming. You know,
He was
Melodies from Heaven is, you know, loud.
Right.
But,
Right.
But he was screaming.
Like when the Sopranos get busy on Melodies of Heaven, they're singing loud.
Exactly.
He was screaming.
He was screaming.
Okay. This song.
I wish I could record it. Oh
it was one of those swaggy type songs where like the person singing it was feeling himself. He was talking the song. So he was like, "Yeah, I know y'all feel it."
He did.
And
He did.
See, look, they had the benefit of not being in the front. When you're in the front, you can't show your disgust as quickly. Cause then like he dapped me up, like he was cool, like he was like, "I liked your performance." So like
I said it.
yeah.
I was like, I feel you.
Yeah. So like he was looking to me.
He said he ran. His voice went out at the end, ladies and gentlemen. Is what he said.
No,
Was the end at the beginning? Was my next question.
He dapped me up because I was, you know, doing some bullshit, you know. Cause the girl, somebody's song. You know,
she was harming the girl.
She was singing Alicia Keys, you know.
Oh yeah.
I gave her a little, you know, harmony joint, like man, whatever. And you know, he was like, oh yeah, the harmony was dope, blah 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 blah. And then he sang, and then he was like, after the song, he was like, yeah, my voice crashed toward the end.
Yeah,
I was like, you know what? You know, he's right. His voice did crack towards the end, but he didn't have the voice to sing that entire song the entire time he was singing. So that's where that happened. That's where that happened.
So all in all, that was probably the worst act there. Like considering the
No.
It wasn't?
No.
Who was?
The worst act was the fucking
nigga
dude
with the
who.
laptop?
Yes.
Okay. Let me tell you.
Yes.
Okay.
Not even close.
So there was this old dude. I'm assuming he was homeless because he had a big coat on and he smelled like cigarettes. But
he had a laptop though.
But he didn't have a laptop, so I don't know. He might work with homeless people. But anyway, whatever it was, he did a poem or spoken word. I guess a spoken word. I guess you would call it about being homeless. And I don't mind if you read, because I mean, some people read for comfort. Like you can't look at the audience, but he brought his laptop and held it the whole time. The poem was like 5 minutes long.
It was.
Like, I don't understand. He was holding his laptop for 5 minutes.
Like he left with Hulk forearms because he was holding his laptop up to the mic.
Yeah. And so I guess he was worse. But it was another one of those situations where like what he was talking about made you think, but how it was presented was awful. So you don't get your message across that well if you speak it in a way that's mad wordy. Like I had to learn that. If you speak it in a way that's mad wordy, people not gonna care. Like they're not gonna.
If you saw my tweets tonight, and I was like, a rhyme scheme will never work for anything we do. That's what he was. He
fell victim to making he made the primary poetry mistake, and that is thinking that every word, every line that you spit out has to rhyme. Yeah. Sometimes it's better to switch up the rhyme flow. Sometimes it's better to go free verse. Sometimes break it down for the audience every now and then. Give them a little bit of delivery, but give them emotion.
Give
them emotion.
I didn't know he had a poet.
Aaron knows poetry, but he also knows his lane. See, when people like Till's an artist. Till knows the difference between delivery and writing. Now, I'm a journalist. I can write. I can write circles around a lot of the motherfuckers that I read. But I know my lane also. So I know if I got up on that stage, I probably would have been right around the same performance level of the dude whose voice cracked, quote unquote, at the end. But I do appreciate good poetry because I do understand. Now what I really would like for the folks in the car to break down, you know, now that we've discovered that I do know poetry, is break down my man's rat tail, because I feel like no one really discussed. The homeless man had a rat tail.
You can't
yes, he
rat
did.
tail because he's homeless.
Bruh.
He works with the homeless, so he feels he needs to.
It's not about him being homeless. It's not even about his message, which to a degree I agree with.
Y'all are wrong.
But the rat tail sucks.
You see these heathens?
I was asking
you see these heathens?
I didn't even know he had a rat tail until just
when
me neither.
Choose to cut the rest of your hair and leave the rat in the back.
He was
and you leave the rat in the back. It's all about that. Like, don't confuse this people. Don't be so sensitive. You can clown on anybody, and nobody is
If you're an asshole like
beyond
Aaron,
the discrimination.
I want the people to understand.
Okay.
Aaron's text messages throughout the
let's talk about those.
Come on now.
Let's talk about those.
Let's talk about my African brother who went first.
That's not right.
He was African?
He was actually.
I think he was.
Wait, who
actually.
Oh my God!
First of
My
all,
man.
I don't
My
know what a
man.
didgeridoo is supposed to sound like, and
Didgeridoo.
if I heard
I'm not laughing at
for
you.
the first time,
Yes.
he is laughing at the name didgeridoo. I call my man Didgeridoo Chains.
I'm laughing. Didgeridoo.
Didgeridoo
You see how much?
Yeah.
World, do you see how much of an asshole he is?
Didgeridoo Chains.
Didgeridoo
But
Chains.
if you had never heard a didgeridoo before, I guarantee you this would have been the best that you heard. He really did put it. You could tell that he did use it as therapy, and he thinks I'm being an asshole.
Oh my God!
Because a lot of the times I don't mean what I say genuinely.
No.
But I genuinely do mean this. When people use music or poetry as therapy, like you can tell, when Till wrote those poems, to a degree, maybe he wrote them as a therapy, as therapy for his soul. When you listen to those songs that you either write or listen to or sing along with, that's therapy. That's your version of therapy. Future, the prophet, young Future. That's like Theraflu for the soul. You rub that like Vicks Vapor Rub on your chest.
I'd listen to Future.
You turn off the lights on your chest like Vicks Vapor Rub, and it will get you through.
You put on that wing. All my exes, we ain't gonna ever end. Nope.
But what about that girl over there in the VIP lounge?
What?
In the Eastern Run with a Nissan. I don't want her because she on the corner.
Her the old man.
Oh my God! What are these people?
See, right now the Future's hitting him in the forehead like a 20-pound anvil.
He's trying to process all the Future that's hitting him in the face. He can't do it. He can't do it.
Young
because
Future.
If someone got out there, if homeless man would have got out there and performed fucking Never End,
I'd have never.
He'd have been the man.
I'd have been buried inside.
He'd have been the man.
I literally would have walked out.
He'd have been the man.
Literally would have walked out.
We don't ever
want to need anything else.
I would have not made it.
It's like our life has just begun, though.
It's like our life has just begun.
No, he didn't say begun. It's just begin.
He said just begin.
He says just begin.
Just begun.
Because begun doesn't rhyme with end.
But homeless nigga would say begun. Because I'm sure he's educated. But he's just homeless.
We haven't established that he's homeless.
Well, he wasn't
homeless.
educated in the art of poetry.
Okay.
Well, a lot of people aren't unless your name is Jonathan
Anyway,
Tillman.
this was about. This part of the video started.
Was about the man's rat tail. And the didgeridoo chains.
My brother.
Didgeridoo chains.
It's
Didgeridoo chains. Didgeridoo chains.
He said.
You're an idiot.
Instrument in the world. He said it's the oldest instrument in the world. It's
4,000 years.
No, he said 35,000.
30. Rounded up 4,000 years.
That's not okay. Anyway, he said that it's the oldest instrument in the world, and when he touched it at the Guitar Center,
It chose him.
it chose him.
He was chose.
What's the over-under for amount of vaginas he didn't get for playing the didgeridoo?
Homeless nigga with the Aborigine instrument got chose. Me, unchose.
Okay, but now the question is over-under amount of vagina that passed on the didgeridoo.
He got something because he had a didgeridoo.
I'm not confident.
He had a long instrument.
I say 6.
That brother expressed his.
He did. He did.
He did. He let his soul out.
Okay, but
Let
let's
his
talk.
soul
Okay,
out through the
I liked it, but I'm not a bitch.
Instrument.
Bitches don't get wet for the didgeridoo. That's a fact.
Instruments.
The
Okay,
didgeridoo.
the reason why they're saying that is because the instrument. When you think of instruments, you think of melody. You think of soothing sounds. This instrument, y'all know the long straws when you push into the straw, go more like that. That's what it sounds like. And
Australian everything.
Yeah, like it's like when it wasn't even like the Rico or the Alpenhorn. It's not even that. It's like
The fact you know what that instrument is,
it's
though.
like dubstep meets beatboxing. And speaking of beatboxing,
Oh, beatboxing was not met until my man
Can we get a shout out for Marty McFly on the
Mike
beatbox?
C. My man Slick Mahoney.
Marty
Nice.
McFly.
Slick Mahoney.
C Nice, the beatboxing Caucasian.
Yo, he looked like a
Getting
cross
busy.
between Peter
Came-
Parker.
He was
Came
getting busy
straight
until
and Michael J.
Travelers
Fox.
Insurance.
Yeah.
Which the only person in the world who knows that Hartford is not the insurance capital of the world
It's Aaron.
is Aaron Hilton. Aaron Hilton. All the hoes knew. All the niggas knew.
Yeah.
The old Jamaican niggas knew that.
I would like to take
Hartford
this time
was
to
the
point out
Canada.
that every nigga that he said that knows has lived in Connecticut for at least
I haven't.
2 years.
I have not.
You know because you are a weird randoms fact junkie.
I'm a weird random.
Yeah.
You're just stupid
Yeah.
because you didn't realize.
This
all
coming
of
from the man who knows his
You-
way around Connecticut after like 3 weeks of being there.
Because I drive.
You're
nigga.
being judged.
I drive everywhere.
You're being judged.
Taco Bell or Checkers.
Checkers, probably. Smart.
I mean, Taco Bell's always.
Anyway, talking about some nice. The brother was cool
Mm-hmm.
until like at the end he started to fuck up.
Yeah, when he tried to go Bismarck,
He tried to-
no, another case of know your lane.
But
Another.
he made up because he held the bitch down.
Yeah, the
While she was
beatbox.
singing.
He beatboxed
He
for the
held
chick,
her down.
this chick that can sing. She can sing for real. The chick that beatboxed, he
She sang
beatboxed for
okay.
her singing
She sang
Alicia
okay.
Keys. And that joint was kind of dope. But the thing about the
closed.
beatbox and white boy,
Lights is off.
which was cool, was that he
They closed. They never.
he was saying when we left, he was saying that the breakup poem, he needed that because I guess he was going through losing his girl
Till.
or whatever.
Till
And
out
he
here.
was like,
Till was
yeah,
speaking to voices.
Scribing.
Till was
The breakup
speaking to
poem
people.
is in my first book.
Oh,
and
sugar honey iced tea.
Right.
What did you just hit?
On my website for $5.
Scribe.
So
Yeah.
y'all get that.
He was preaching to the masses. I told
He
him
gave an
the-
emotional
the
till hug
moment
to the crowd.
he wrote that poem. That's my favorite poem. I don't know if
Yeah, I
he
remember
can
that.
write.
I remember that.
I don't know if he can write a poem better for me. Just for me. I don't think he can write one better. And that's not like downing or anything. Like the poem is that.
Hey, J.K. Rowling may
Spectacular.
never write a book better than Harry Potter.
That's
J.D.
spectacular.
Salinger will never write a book better than Catcher in the Rye. Sometimes your best work is your
I'm
first
weird
work,
for
or some of
knowing
your
Hartford
first
is
work.
the
You know
capital
what I
of the
mean?
world, but you know all these random ass artists.
First of all,
Authors. Sorry. Yeah.
as
That's how you feel.
fuck you. I was
You
gonna
mad?
break it down, but
You mad?
nah, you don't deserve
You mad?
that.
You sound very mad.
Fuck you.
Okay, people.
Who
I
wants to
think
talk?
that's on the note. We'll end it here at the Taco Bell.
Emotion.
We had a good time though.
We did.
Can't front. We had a good time. All right, y'all. Peace.